Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to explain After Blenheim poem. This poem was written by Robert Southey. So let's know some details about the poet. About the poet, Robert Southey, 1774 to 1843, is a poet, historian, essayist and a biographer. So who is better known to the world for his poems. So this poet is a historian, essayist and also biographer. And he is known because of his own poems. So you can gain the identity because of your own efforts and because of your own hard work. So contemporary to the poets like William Wordsworth and Samuel Taylor Coleridge, and he shares many concerns along with them and is one of the chief architects of the romantic poetry. So romanticism, as I already told you in my earlier video, that romanticism is nothing but the imagination, and he was also belonged to that period, romantic period. And though not so popular as the other two poets, After Blenheim is an anti-war poem written in 1798 in the form of a ballad. So After Blenheim is a poem which gave lots of name and fame for our poet Robert Southey. So it was written like a ballad, and it centers on the most famous battle in the War of the Spanish Succession, 1701 to 1714, the Battle of Blenheim. So he talks about the Blenheim War, which already held in 1700 to 1714. Okay, so he is an anti-war poet. That means he doesn't like the wars usually. So let's see about the poem at a glance. So old Caspar is sitting in front of his cottage where his granddaughter Wilhelmine is playing. So now old Caspar sat before the cottage. Okay, cottage is a place where they are living, and also where his granddaughter Wilhelmine is playing, and also he sat and he was able to see that Wilhelmine was playing there. Okay, so Peterkin, Casper's another grandchild, and Peterkin is a male child. So comes back playing with the skull which he has found near the river. And Peterkin, he found out one skull when he was playing beside the little stream which was located in front of the cottage of our old Caspar. So the Peterkin was able to find out one skull. Okay, so he brought that to old Caspar, and he was eager, and he was very anxious towards that skull. He wants to know the information regarding that skull. So he brought that to his grandfather. So Caspar tells him that it is of some dead soldier who died in the Battle of Blenheim. So Caspar did not, he did not get any anxiety, or he was not that much surprised to see that skull in the hands of Peterkin, but he said normally, like, it is a skull of one person who took part in the war Blenheim. So it is a very normal thing and routine thing. Okay, he felt like that. He did not surprise, or he didn't feel amazed after watching that skull. And Caspar's father's cottage was burned, and he had to flee with his wife and children. Caspar further adds that many people died in the Battle of Blenheim. So as they got the situation, so now he was explaining to his grandchildren that many of the people got dead in the After Blenheim War. The Blenheim War. So he was telling that many people got dead, unfortunately. Okay. And Caspar's father's cottage was burnt. Even while the war was going on, even old Caspar's father's house got burnt. Okay, the soldiers have burned the house of our old Caspar's father, and the old Caspar's father went away from that place in order to save his wife and the child, that is old Caspar's life in the past earlier. So Caspar states that Battle of Blenheim was a great victory where Duke of Marlborough and Prince Eugene were great war heroes. So Caspar was telling that continuously it is a great war because many of the great heroes took part in this war. Who are they? So mainly Marlborough and Prince Eugene were the great war heroes. So that's why he was calling it as a great war. He doesn't know the actual reasons of calling it as a great war, as many of them are calling it as a great war, and they quoted like a great war. So he wants to say, and he wants to repeat exactly like other people, and he is telling that it is a great war. And Velamin could not understand how the battle was a great victory and terms it as a big thing. And the Velamin doesn't like the idea of making war, because if you make a war, people may lose their lives. So you may not like that idea. So even I do not like, even the writer, the poet doesn't like the idea. That's why he was criticizing the war throughout the poem, in the place of, I mean, through the children character. So who are they? Velamin and Petakin. So Velamin was telling that it is a big thing because many people got dead, many people lost their lives. So if many people lose their lives, then that cannot be a good war. It is a big thing. Many people got dead. And Petakin questions how the battle was of any good. And Petakin was asking that did any good come out of that war? So he was asking the question to the grandfather directly, but grandfather was not able to give any answer, but he was calling it as a great war. Caspar could not answer all these questions and merely says it was a great victory. He cannot say anything, but he can say, or he can tell that it is a great war, but even though many people got dead and nothing good came out of the war, but still we can call it as a good, still we can call it as a great war because of the heroes who took part in the war.